Just because I don't know back to a new free stream on Crash 3 on the Insane Trilogy. And if you haven't seen the last one, definitely go and check it out. And we are chilling with some more Crash 3 on the Insane Trilogy. We did a pretty good job for the start. If y'all didn't see the last one, which, yeah, got all the way to Warp Room 4, basically. From starting a new game all the way to, getting all the way to Warp Room 4. Now, yes, I don't always take this direction. Because there's really nothing here besides... Let's get to it. There's really nothing in this spot except for Extra Man. That's really all that is there. Yeah. That's really all that is there. And I don't know why I'm doing this level anyway. Because I don't have the blue gem. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing Sphinxinator if I don't even have the blue gem first. Normally I do Tomb Raider before I do Sphinxinator. Just so, you know, I already have the blue gem to go towards that blue gem path area. So yeah, I don't know why I went into Sphinxinator when I don't even have the blue gem yet. How's everybody though? That was just so weird though. I don't know why. I just realized, like, why am I going into Sphinxinator? I don't even have the blue gem yet. But yeah, you can get those extra men, but there's really nothing else there besides just those 4 extra men. So it's not... Really, I don't ever find it really necessary to go towards there. Yeah, I don't really find it necessary either way. So yeah, not unless if you want those extra men, that's really the only reason you're gonna go over in that direction. But besides that, there's really nothing. There's really nothing over there. Really nothing over there. Yeah, there's really nothing over there besides those extra men. I mean, we already got a lot of extra men either way. Yeah, we already got a lot of extra men either way, so... That was great. Really, that was great. I just used up my Aku there. Blue gem. Well, hey, look on the bright side. We already made it to the death route, so it doesn't really make any difference. Doesn't make any sort of difference. I know I could have gone before the water rose. I really know I could have, but I decided not to. I really knew I could have, but I just decided not to. That's all really. Jesus, I thought I was actually gonna go straight into those nitros though. Just how close that looked. There we go. There we go. That, like, how, like, Crash pulling those out of his pants, like, that has to be extremely uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable. Like, I don't see how that could be somewhat comfortable. Right? I don't see how that could be somewhat comfortable. Having him in the back of his pants like that. I just don't see how that's somewhat comfortable. Lessons to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off! I'm surprised NGN actually, like, we had that cutscene with NGN even though we weren't in Warp Room 4. Since we now have the purple gem, I thought, why not go ahead and do Tomb Time. And I'm also going to do the same thing with Dynamite as well, since we got the yellow gem from the last one, right? I don't normally do future tense, the DLC level, until after we have the bazooka. Until I have the bazooka. So, once we get the bazooka, the fruit bazooka from NGen, we can go ahead and do the gems, at least, for future tense. This is a pretty cool DLC level, though. I do like it. A pretty cool DLC-like level. Like, completely new. A complete brand new original level that Vicarious Visions did. Obviously, Stormy Ascent was never original, right? Was never an original DLC level, right? There's a difference between Stormy Ascent, Stormy Ascent and Future Tense. Future Tense is an original level that was never made from the original, and Stormy Ascent was made in the original, but was cut due to being you know, too difficult. So yeah, Stormy Ascent has always been a thing. But Future Tense never was a thing, so it was a new level that they made. And again, it's a pretty neat original level though. It's a pretty neat original level. Makes me wonder if Toys for Bob ever decided, you know, back in the day, to do DLC for the Reignited trilogy. Which, remember that door? That infamous door in Artisans on the first Spyro game? That when you charge into it, it shakes. Like it looks like it's gonna open. Like so many of us thought that there was gonna be something that opened, or when that door would open for something. Either if you 100%ed the game, or even 100%ed the trilogy, like the other two games, that door would open and lead to somewhere. But no, it never did, and it taunted a lot of people. I swear, it taunted a lot of people. Like, again, that door was never, you know, there when it came to being able to ram into it and it shakes like it does in the Reignited trilogy. So, a lot of us would have thought, yeah, surely there would be something, you know, something special behind there. But no. We were so wrong. Like, what if there was some kind of DLC or a bonus homeworld or something? A bonus homeworld. Maybe that's where all the female dragons, you know, all the female elder dragons got put. Because, you know, there's only male dragons. When it comes to the elder dragons, there's only male dragons. We don't ever see the female elder dragons in the original trilogy. Until, you know, like A Hero's Tale, or, you know, Cinder from the Legends series, or Ember from A Hero's Tale as well. So it just makes you wonder where all the female dragons, all the elder female dragons were put during the events of the original trilogy. And what I mean by that is obviously, you know, 1 and 3 at least. Right? 1 and 3 at least. It just makes you wonder where they were. If the boy elder dragons that we obviously have in the first and third game, like, hid them somewhere, right? Especially from Nasty Nork's spell. Or maybe all the eggs, which, this is probably a little far-fetched, but I was gonna say, what if all the baby dragon eggs that, or all the eggs from 3 that you rescued get to the female dragons, right? For safekeeping. Just because, you know, the female dragons are already absent, right? In the dragon realms, they're already absent. So I would definitely assume that the male dragons just hid them somewhere in the dragon realms to keep them safe. And that's why we don't ever see the female dragons in the original, or in the original / the Reignited trilogy. That's just my guess. I mean, that's not too bad of a prediction wise. That's not terrible. That's definitely not terrible at all. Definitely not terrible at all. I do hopefully in Spyro 4 we could see female, like the elder female dragons, though. I know some people saying how they would like to see Cinder in Spyro 4. I've seen some people on saying that Cinder should be in Spyro 4. I mean, they could do that. They could. I mean, obviously they would have to make a new story, origin story, like if they did bring Cinder in Spyro 4, since, you know, she originated from the Legends series. So they would have to make up a whole new backstory for Cinder if they did bring Cinder in Spyro 4. Kind of the same thing if they ever did bring back Crunch Bandicoot. They would have to make a whole different kind of story for Crunch, since, you know, he originated from Rapper Cortex. So yeah, they would have to make a complete new story for Crunch if they ever were to bring back his character in a mainline game. Right, if there ever were to bring him back in a mainline title. Kind of like maybe Nina as well. Nina Cortex. I'm not too sure with Nina. I'm unsure with Nina. I'm kind of unsure if they should do that with Nina Cortex. I mean, she did originate. She first was introduced in Twinsanity. That's the game that they first introduced Nina Cortex. So, besides her being in Madame Emblee's Academy of Evil, which was actually going to be in the cancelled version of Crash 5 that we will never get. Which, you know what, I don't even know why I'm getting the crates, because obviously we can't get all the crates right now until later on when we have 20 relics, I think it is. You know, to go to the Secret Warp Room into that, to go through a hidden area to get the crates that we can't get on the normal level here. So yeah, we can't get all the crates right now anyway. I always do that for some reason. I always end up getting the crates, then I realize, oh wait, I can't get the crates anyway. I mean, you think I should know that at this point. But no, I somehow still think that. I somehow still think that. So what we could do is just get to the end of the level. Just grab the crystal and just make it to the end of the level. That's what we could do. Since we can't do the gem right now, just make it to the end of the level. It's quite simple. Quite straightforward. Tell no tales. And we can also go ahead and do the relic there too. Go and do the relic here too before we do Sphinxinator. And before we do Engine as well. Careful with those bombs and these pirates. And look, I just love that you could literally just see the end of the level right there. Like, look, the end of the level is right there, because there's where you get the gem. But again, it's blocked off, right? It's blocked off, so you can't just go straight over there. And plus that would kind of make the level a bit short. If I'm going to be honest, that would be making the level quite short. So, yeah, that would definitely make this level completely short if you were just able to just go straight to the end like that. And yeah, to get those extra men, just go through there. Yeah, just go through that opening right here, and you can get those extra men. I don't know how I didn't get hit with that bomb. Or, not bomb, that cannonball. I don't know how I didn't get hit with that cannonball there. There we go. Go back into the level. So we can do the relic, miss the clock. Yeah, I just straight up missed the clock. As I would do. Oh, jeez. Yeah, would have saw that come. Saw that come from a distance. There you go. We got platinum too. Very, very well done. I would definitely say that for there. If I do say so myself. Sphinxinator. Now we can do Sphinxinator. We can actually do Sphinxinator this time. Since we got the blue gem. We can go and actually do this level now. Get rid of that guy. We're lucky there. I can say that. Both with that nitro and the thing that they launch to fall down that could crush you. First, let's get that gem in the blue gem path. I make sure not to get the iron checkpoint crates here. There we go. This would have been better just to wait, because I would have to re-break those crates anyway. If I would have gotten them the first time, I would have had to re-breaking them anyway, so. And there really would have been no point doing that, wouldn't there? There really wouldn't be no point trying to do that. What if it actually managed to get... Oh, it didn't reach. I was going to say, what if it actually got the TNTs for us? That would have been pretty great. But sadly it didn't. Engine. I mean, that has to hurt even more. Him having it in his ears. Not so much him having it in his pants like before, but him having it in his ear has to hurt even more. And when he gets out of his mouth, too. Like, yeah, not so much really the pants part, but him having it in his mouth, yeah. I know that would hurt a whole lot more. Yeah, N-Gen really does step up his game here. Not so much his mech, you know, getting hurt with Wumpa Fruit like the second game, but actually getting hurt with bullets here. And just the fact that we're able to use Coco, though, is just really cool. And then, of course, he really steps up his game yet again in Cross 4 with the weapon of mass percussion. And I love that Para comes, too, to come and help. But it makes me do wonder, though. Like, in Cross 4, I do wonder how N-Gen managed to get that robotic arm that he has, right? Because he's got his normal hand, and then he's got, like, a robotic arm that he replaced one of his hands with. I wonder if that was, you know, after his defeat in Crash 3 on here, I wonder if he somehow lost his arm or something, and he had to replace it with the robotic hand that we see him have in 4. Again, he's got his normal hands, both his normal hands on here, but then on Crash 4, he's got one of his regular hands, and then one of them he had to replace with that robotic hand. And it wouldn't be too much of a surprise, though. Especially with that explosion. Right, that explosion really does kind of explain it. How he could probably have lost his arm there.
Engine has failed to defeat you. For this we must destroy you. Oh, my aching head. I'm not feeling myself these days. So the end is in sight. Gather another 5 crystals, and again you will have foiled my plan. Or will you?
And now that we got the Fruit Bazooka, we can now head to future tense. Yeah, we can now head to future tense and go ahead and do the gems there. Why not? Go ahead and get the gems on the DLC level out of the way first. Since we got the Fruit Bazooka. say, like, definitely, there's a lot of parts you are going to see that definitely shows that this level definitely relies on you using the fruit bazooka a lot. I can just say, like here, for example, not so much this area right here, but this one right here, the rates deaths. So yeah, you would have, really the speed shows are no need for this level. Well, for the relic, obviously, but not so much doing the level normally. It's not, the speed shows are not a requirement. Yeah, the speed shows not so much of a requirement. That's route. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I'm telling y'all? That this level definitely relies a lot on the fruit bazooka, for sure. It definitely relies on the fruit bazooka a lot. That was kind of my fault, though. That was kind of my fault. And I guess there, too. I guess that was sort of my fault, too. I do like how they did this bonus stage, though. Really clever. It's a pretty clever bonus stage. There we go. Not a not a terrible bonus stage. It's not that bad. I will say, it's definitely not that bad of a bonus stage. Okay, I'm trying to get this nitro here. There we go. Like, the question is, yeah, it did get the crates for me. That was the thing. I was just trying to see if it got the crates for me. Yeah, there's an extra man if you jump onto that lab assistant that was flying. I mean, we got 99 extra men, so it's really not even needed. We didn't even need to do that. There you go. Both gems gotten. Definitely a really cool level, though. DLC level. Especially since when you start a new game, it's open immediately, right? That is one of the levels that's open immediately, even though you won't be able to collect everything since you don't have any of the power-ups, especially the throat bazooka. But just the fact that it's actually open immediately, right from the start of when you make a new game. Just really cool. The last two planes are so close to each other, though. This would have been really good for the time trial. There you go. Do the relic. Again, when it comes to which ones you need to do first, it's kind of unsure which planes you need to take down first. Yeah, it's always unsure to me. Unsure to me. Especially considering that there's no time crates in this level too. Unlike in the Wrath of Cortex, where there are time crates and these plane-like levels. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah, Platinum is certainly a challenge for sure in this level. Like, we got a 110, right? And what was 5813? It wasn't that far. Not, I wouldn't say. Not that far away. Definitely will say that, but it is still definitely something, though. Orange asphalt. These police cars, though, as the obstacles. They are certainly something, too. Certainly something for sure. That whole weird picture, or billboard, did y'all ever see, of promoting the SpongeBob Search for SquarePants movie that has just SpongeBob in socks and having nothing but a bow, basically. Y'all may have seen, and of course he's wearing an eye patch as well, but yeah. And people are making it like it's a big deal, such a big deal, but I mean, we've seen SpongeBob in the nude before. We've seen SpongeBob in the nude before, so it's nothing new. For sure. Certainly something not new. Not anything new. Definitely not anything new. I can definitely say that. Yeah, it's not anything new, that's for sure. So, it's interesting how people are just making, like, yeah, this is the biggest deal in the world. Even though, yeah, we've seen a lot of stuff like this in the actual show. And, obviously, Titans of the Tide, with Patrick being nothing but naked, right? So, yeah, quite an interesting billboard to promote the movie. I would just definitely say for sure. Yeah, it would literally be impossible, on the Insane Trilogy at least, to try to keep your boost throughout this whole track. I'm not so sure about the original, because the original, the controls for the motorcycles are not all that terrible. And of course you got these police cars too that you have to deal with as well. That would kind of ruin your boost. These certainly would ruin your boost as well, even if you were to try to keep your boost throughout this whole track. They would just end up ruining the boost that you managed to keep. Got platinum though. Again, not like, geez, they're just. You see how y'all saw how below they just smacked into Crash's motorcycle? Like, dang. No respect. No respect at all. Dang it! No, I did not mean to go and Gone Tomorrow. I did not mean to go into Gone Tomorrow. I just about did like I did with Spanxinator. I just about did like I did with Spanxinator. I don't have the color gem that we need. We need the green gem for Gone Tomorrow. So we need to go to Flaming Passion first. I just about did like I did with Spanxinator, and almost did it without the blue gem. So yeah, we would need to go here first. This will also mean that it would be the last color gem in the game that we've gotten too. So we would also be able to do Bug Light as well, and that whole color gem section too. There you go. Get rid of that guy in that window. Same thing with that guy too. That's route. Yeah, we can actually get the iron checkpoint crate here. There you go. That's all the color gems. I love that I just completely missed that guy with the bazooka. Okay, I just completely missed him with that. I love that. I wasn't really aiming at that box there, but I still managed to destroy it. And I was aiming mainly at the nitro. Pretty funny. There we go. Now we can be able to do Gone Tomorrow. Now that we got the green gem. So I guess I can also go ahead and do Bug Light. Right? We can go ahead and do Bug Light too.
Coco, remember, it is not only Dr. Cortex that we battle. Beware of Uka, my children. He is a far more dangerous enemy than anyone can imagine.
I mean, really, Aku is the one that's mainly fighting Uka while you're just focusing on Cortex. I mean, I'm just saying, though. And yeah, you do have to avoid both of them. You gotta avoid both of Aku and Uka when they're fighting each other, though. Go ahead and take the path here with the colored gems. Didn't make it to the door in time. Which I wonder if you can even actually make that without even having to use that green gem path there to get to the other side. I feel like it would probably be kind of unlikely to make it, just even with the Death Tornado. I just feel like it's just about enough of a gap where you're not able to make it. That's what it just feels. just love that there's just 3 Aku Aku crates just sitting right there for you. Like, it's just really cool that just 3 Aku Aku crates just sitting right there for you. Conveniently placed just for you. There you go. I feel like there's really no need for that Firefly there, considering that there's one literally right there. Yeah, there's really no need for that Firefly at the end of the bonus stage. There's really no point having a Firefly there. Now we can go to Gone Tomorrow. We can actually go and do this now, since now we got the green gem. Head back on ourselves just to get those. We'll have to come back for that one up there. Here's the last crystal. I'm gonna wait to get that one. gem. I don't know why I was trying to use the bazooka if you could just spin into it. There you go. Only just for those 2 crates. So we can be able to get those 2 crates there. Now we can go back on ourselves. Not too bad, though. Definitely not too bad at all. There we go. Now we are able to do Cortex. The first fight with Cortex. Alright, quick. We have 14 relics. Just one more and we would be able to do Area 51.
This is the part where I'm supposed to be angry, full of rage, incensed beyond belief. Once again, you have outsmarted and outspun my best henchman. I should be rather upset, shouldn't I?
And in fact, we're furious. But it seems you have overlooked one small detail, you little orange delivery boy. Now that you have gathered all the crystals, all we have to do is take them from you. Fast Bandicoot, for the last time, give the crystals to me.
Let's go, Cortex. Let's go, Aquaku. Definitely a step up fight compared to the 1 and 2 in Crash 2, I definitely can say. Especially Crash 4. I love the fight. Especially the pass on mask fight with Cortex. I love that Cortex just has those on him. Right? Like, he just has those on him. Conveniently on him. He just got him with him. Bye, Cortex. Got the speed suits.
Defeated again. This is not fair. Maybe I should retire to a nice big beach with a nice big drink and a woman with nice big bags of ice for my head.
You sound over, Bandicoot. There are still pretenders. We still have a chance to triumph.
Yeah, now we got Cortex out of the way. At least the first fight with Cortex. We can now go and do the other relics that I saved. Right? The other relics that I have saved for the speed suits. And of course we got the two other motorcycle level, or the one motorcycle level and the other plane level when it comes to the secret warp room. But we can't do those yet until we have enough relics. So yeah, being able to do the normal levels now when it comes to the relics. Platinum. We've only got 2 in Warp Room 2 to do, or in Warp Room 1 to do. Toad Village and Boneyard. And then that'll be all of Warp Room 1 completed. Yeah, just don't get that Aquaku. Okay, yeah, that's a mess up for sure. So, go ahead, Dinosaur. Go ahead, you dinosaur. Well, there's the waste of the Aquaku. And taken away by a pterodactyl. That's what I was wanting. Yeah, the T-Rex was able to get that for us. And the T-Rex could have gotten that one too. So that's Warp Room 1 now finished. Gee whiz. Certainly going to be, you know, not missing that. So I just knew I had to go and get it. Platinum. Hang them high. Now this is what I absolutely like. The 3 Aku Akus, when it comes to on the monkey bars, just how faster we go. Platinum again. Like, we're on a roll here. I'm just saying, we're on an absolute roll. Just pull it out of your pants. Just get rid of those crates first, just so we can have an easier vantage point. I don't really know which way is faster when it comes to using the purple gem route or the normal route. I'm kind of unsure exactly which way is faster. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of unsure about. Which way is faster? I mean, obviously the normal route would have more time crates, of course. Right? The normal route would obviously have more time crates for you to do. But at the same time, both are kind of a bit faster, wouldn't you say? Maybe that's just me, though. Future tense. We'll go ahead and do future tense. Like, are those crates necessary to get? Those ones back there that we just got and we missed a time crate? I'm unsure. Like, if it is or not. I'm kind of unsure. Well, that's actually pretty convenient there. Getting the 3 Aku Akus. There we go. Now let's head back up. Let's see, we got 20 relics now. Yeah, we got 20 relics now. So we can head to Area 51. Always like to try to get all the crates as well on the same attempt here. Of course, I missed it. It's fine. Normally, I would at least try to get both crates and the relic in the same attempt. It only just depends, though. Jesus. Sometimes it would be platinum, but obviously if I run into a police car... Okay, yeah, that's definitely a restart. That's definitely a restart. For sure. Yeah, that is certainly a restart. Most definitely a race start. Jesus, these police cars. Just how fast they're going. Just how fast they go. And platinum. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. Both gems and the platinum relic. That is how it's done. Getting the winning gem and the crate gem and the platinum relic all in the same attempt. That is what I'm talking about, though. Try not to die here. Especially since we have no checkpoint. I want to be very careful here. We just gotta make it back in one piece. especially to a checkpoint. We need to make it back to one piece with a checkpoint. There we go. We're all good now. Since we had the checkpoint, we're all good. On the stage. That was to kind of be expected, wasn't it? Definitely were to be expected. There you go. Dynamite. Sorry, baby T. I don't know if it's faster or not faster to hatch the egg and to get baby T. Which, here I guess we can use baby T. Just wasn't so sure about the whole egg one. Did the dinosaur get that? The dinosaur can also get that one and that one. Platinum. Platinum. High time. High time. gonna break those. Really? That was a really good start. That was a really good start. And I had to blow it there. I just had to go and blow it, did I? And I had to blow it there too. And there. Like, jeez. Jesus. Yeah, I never really liked this level when it comes to the time trial. I'm just gonna say. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and straight up say I never really liked the time trial on this level. I'm just so grateful that this is not the original, because, you know, with that whole glitch that would happen if you jump on the monkey bars, and it just randomly lets you go off of the monkey bars. I don't know why. That's probably one of the worst kind of glitches in the original that I never liked on the original Crash Warp. Just the fact that you can just randomly let go of the monkey bars when you're trying to jump onto them. It can get very, very tedious, too. So yeah, thank you, Jesus, that is fixed on the Insane Trilogy. Like, that is not a thing on the Insane Trilogy. Thank you, Jesus, for that. Like, I am very grateful for that, because how annoying it was. Platinum. And you definitely need to try to get 3 Aku Akus at that bet. It's definitely recommended to have 3 Aku Akus towards the end bet, or for you to get 3 Aku Akus. Definitely recommended. Just for that whole end bet alone is definitely worth getting 3 Aku Akus there. Okay, I felt like I kind of wasted a little time with that whole bazooka and getting the clock, but oh well. What can you really do, though? What can you really do? Still got platinum, even though I felt like I kind of wasted a bit of time there. I felt like I did good there. definitely will say. Now, of course, there are also some crates back here. Which, are they really worth trying to get as well? I feel like it doesn't really matter all that much. Now, what I do also wonder, too, is a whole, which is faster? Which route is faster? The whole color gem route or the regular route? Obviously, the regular route would have a lot more crates, with the regular route having no crates. But I always tend to use the color gem area. Yeah, I always tend to use this section. Yes, there is no time crates to stop the clock, but I just always been known to use this section a lot of the time. I mean, yeah, we get gold here, which I'm sure we can get platinum pretty good when it comes to those time crates in the normal path. But, again, I just always seem to always use that route. Using the blue gem route. I always seem to use. Didn't even crouch long enough to get under there. Yeah, just leave that. I still got platinum after all that. Wow, I still got platinum after all that. That's crazy. After all that, I still got platinum. That is just crazy. I did not expect that. Once again, with 3 Aquakus, the water stays down, so we don't have to worry about the water rising. Platinum. That was actually a pretty good run. I'm not gonna lie. That was an actually pretty good run. Not gonna lie about that. Pretty general good run. Yeah, you can get 3 Aquakus here as long as you just not get any damage taken. And again, 3 Aquakus here at the end bet. Flaming Passion. Wow, didn't even get that utter tank right there. But we still got platinum though. So we're pretty good since we still got platinum. Bug light. I generally don't think if that was faster or not. Thankfully, you can be able to get 3 Akurakus here, though. Yeah, that was definitely platinum, for sure. For sure, that was definitely platinum. We got 104%. And we got the fireworks, too. So let's fight Cortex the last time.
Yes, it is true. The Vanderfoot has brought all the crystals and all of the gems to me. All of that power is mine. The world as we know it is about to end.
Go ahead and do the last fight with Cortex before we go and get those last relic. The last relic and the last gems that we need. I love that you can just get on his hoverboard there. Or the thing that he rides on. I'm guessing it is a hoverboard. But I just love that you can actually jump on top, get on top of it like I just did just a second ago. That was actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. You'd think that you would just go straight through it though, like it's actually not for you to actually stand on, but yeah, you can actually stand on it. And there we go.
The time-twisting machine could not hold itself together. We were lucky to escape.
Give me the mask. With it, I can take over the world. Come on.
It is difficult to say what is happening to our humans, but I doubt we will see it for a long time.
There we go. And here's the gem that you would get from Coco. But again, we don't have Coco at the computer, but That's the gem that you would get from Coco once you've gotten the relics. But again, since counting the whole extra relic, right, the whole extra relic from future tense, we got technically one more relic to go in Rings of Power. Got both gems and the gold relic. That was close, though, for the winning gem. That was pretty close. But there you go. That should now be, we'll head back up to the top first. That should be 108%. I don't think I'm missing anything. Yep, 108%. 25 crystals, 47 gems, 21 platinum relics, and 10 gold relics. So yeah, that'll conclude this brief stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like the button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure everybody gets to see something new. I'd like to know what I think. Go to the next one.